Hello students, today we are going to learn about what do you mean by printer and what are the different types of printers. A printer is an external hardware output device that takes the electronic data stored on a computer or other device and generates a hard copy. For example, if you create a report on your computer, you could print several copies to hand out at a staff meeting. Printers are one of the most popular computer peripherals and are commonly used to print text and photos. The picture is an example of an inkjet computer printer. Today, the most common printers used with a computer are inkjet and laser printer. Another definition we can give for printer is a computer printer is a device or an instrument that must be connected to a computer which allows users to print text and graphics on the plain papers. In some cases, they can be directly connected to digital camera for printing pictures without connecting to any computer. Computer printer is one of the essential hardware, whether it is for a large company or for personal use. The usage of printer is dependent upon the requirement of the company or an individual person. For a big company, they might print lots of paper or documents, where as an individual needs 2 or 3 printouts. Now, dot matrix printer. This printer is somehow like typewriting. They create characters by striking pins against an ink ribbon. Each pin makes a dot, and combination of dots form characters and illustrations. The printing involves mechanical pressure, so these printers can create carbon copies and carbonless copies as well. Now we can see what are the advantages and disadvantages of dot matrix printer. Advantages: it's inexpensive, energy efficient, low per page cost. Cost is very less. Now what are the disadvantages? It's noisy, low resolution, poor quality graphics output. Output will be of poor quality. Now, inkjet printer. Inkjet printers, one of the user-friendly computer printers. It works by propelling variably sized droplets of liquid or molten material, that is ink, onto almost any medium. They are the most common type of printer for the general consumer due to their low cost, high quality of output, capability of printing in glowing color, and it is very easy to use and handle. So these are the advantages and disadvantages of inkjet printer. So advantages is high resolution output and energy efficient. Now the disadvantages are it's very expensive and special paper required for special printing paper is required for higher resolution output and time consuming in case of graphics printer. Laser printer. Laser printer uses LED technology to obtain small particles of toner from a cartridge onto paper. They produce high quality text and graphics on plain paper. They are generally more economical to use than the ink of inkjet printers. Now our next topic is mouse. A computer mouse is a handheld hardware input device that controls a cursor in a GUI, that is graphical user interface, and can move and select text, icons, files and folders on your computer. For desktop computers, the mouse is placed on a flat surface, example mousepad or desk, in front of your computer. Now, what are the uses of a mouse? Move the mouse cursor. The primary function is to move the mouse pointer on the screen. Now next, open or execute a program. Once you have moved the pointer to an icon, folder or another object, clicking or double-clicking that object opens the document or executes the program. Select. A mouse also allows you to select text or a file, or highlight and select multiple files at once. Drag and drop. Once something is selected, it can also be moved using drag and drop method. Scroll. When working with a long document or viewing a long web page, you may need to scroll up or down. To scroll, use the mouse wheel or click and drag the scroll bar. Perform other functions. Many desktop mice also have buttons that can be programmed to perform any function. For example, many mice have two side buttons on the thumb portion of the mouse. The button closest to the palm can be programmed to go back to the previously viewed web page in a browser. Now, what are the different parts of computer mouse? The parts of a computer mouse can vary by the type of computer mouse. This only a general overview of the parts found on most computer mice. Buttons. Today almost all computer mice have at least two buttons, a left button and right button, for clicking and manipulating objects and text. In the past, there were mice with only one button. For example, many of the early Apple computer mice only had one button. Mouse wheel. Today's desktop computer mice also usually include a mouse wheel that allows you to scroll up and down on a page. Ball, laser or LED. A desktop mouse uses a ball and rollers if it's a mechanical mouse, or a laser or LED if it's an optical mouse. Circuit board. To transmit input all mouse signal information, clicks and other information, the mouse must also have a circuit board. Cable or wireless receiver. For a corded mouse, it's also include a cable with a plug that connects to the computer. Today, most corded mice connect to the USB port. If your computer has a wireless mouse, it needs a USB wireless receiver to receive the wireless signal and input it into the computer. Now, other parts. If you are using a laptop, some of the above components mentioned are not required. For example, a touchpad does not use a ball, laser, or LED to control movement. It uses your finger on the touchpad. Other parts include a ball for trackball mice, extra buttons on the thumb side of the mouse, when talking about one, that is singular, refer to a computer mouse as a mouse. When talking about two or more, that is plural, refer to them as mice, that's preferred, or mouses.